by the next meeting. We'll have the resolution. They already know. Oh, that's right. I know. It's just.
Let's call order the meeting, publicly heard meeting of October 8th for the Crawford subdivision and the Wilson subdivision. I'd like to begin with the pledge to the flag, please.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For Wells to the abutters and the Crawford.
Hi, Mr. Crawford subdivision.
Did you not want to?
I asked Wilson to me.
We'll go to Sierra.
Anybody here for the Wilsons? No. Okay.
Are you going to take a roll call?
Yeah.
John Brewer.
All right, I'm here.
Kathy Jordan. Here. Art Christie.
Here.
John Horn.
Here.
Joanne Kell. Here. Alan Shiner.
Here.
Cliff Rebucco.
Here.
Okay.
Anyone got a copy of the copy one? I'll flash them up here. I'll share mine. Nothing's changed from the last time we looked at them.
Do you want to see the application? I'd like to see it. Joanne wanted to see it.
Okay. Mr. Crawford has 94.6 acres. He wants to subdivide 10.347 acres off of that, which surrounds where his cabin is, for the purposes of a mortgage. But along with that, he's having a bond loan agreement with Thomas Folda, which he owns that little dinky piece in the southwest corner there, where there used to be a dilapidated trailer that he had pulled out of there. And he would like to have built there, but of course, at this point, not able to build on there. It's such a small lot. It's a 3-acre zone there. So Mr. Crawford has transferred 2.6 acres over to him, so that he has 3 acres. He has 3.191 acres now. Thomas does. The northern half of Lot 1 is in the 5-acre zoning. Just a side note.
What was Fulga's existing acreage? What was his initial acreage?
John, is this the piece that John is doing?
This whole piece right here. This is the right piece here.
Oh, that he has.
Yeah.
And so he's giving him all of this to make this
3 acres.
3.
Now, there's another old trailer there, but that has nothing to do with
There's no trailer there now.
this. I mean, next,
No, it's got nothing to do with this.
Yeah, no.
That's a different property.
yeah.
Keep that 0.5.
Yeah.
Here's the
And it's 3.111.
he's giving 2.6.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anybody have any questions?
For Don? So open up to the public at this point? Any public comments that can be heard?
How big is this little lot he's talking about?
It's the half acre.
That's 5 acres, 0.7 acres there.
What is that, 99 by 290? Is that 99 Because that's a lot of record. He could build on that without buying any extra property. That lot was in existence before zoning went in. It's a lot of record.
Don, I'm going to put this one.
I don't believe he can from what I read in here, but
He couldn't meet the setback, so
Huh?
there's no way to meet any of the
It's a lot of
setbacks.
record he can build. He's got, the zoning board have to give variances on it. If he's got 100 feet by 290 feet, he has to build it. And it's a lot of record. It's an undersized lot for the area, but it was in existence before zoning came in.
well, he's going to make it more conforming now.
Yeah, so it'll be 3.
It's a good thing. I mean, to get a well, septic and a building on there, I mean, if he had left the trailer there and replaced the trailer the same size, like that's in our regulations. But he didn't want to do that. He wants to build a bigger home there, which, well,
I see this as taking a pre-existing non-conforming lot in that district and make it conforming, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're making it a legal lot. It'll be a 3-acre lot. If there's no questions, I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Okay.
Motion?
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the application as presented. And right now, the lot in question is 0.571, which is a non-conforming lot in the 3-acre zone. And if we add the if we add the 2.2620 to it, it'll be just over 3 acres, and it'll make it a conforming lot to that zone. And I think this is a good thing to be done. Thank you.
I'll second.
can you close our public hearing?
Okay, I'd like to close the public hearing then? Who's seconding that?
Joanne.
This was a
You
public
made the
hearing?
motion, or?
Joanne
seconded.
seconded it.
Okay.
Kathy opened it up to the public
Oh,
hearing.
all right. I thought it was on the
You
public hearing.
can't
No.
second the motion you made.
All right.
Okay, so
Oh, we can't vote during a public hearing.
No.
So now it's-
she just closed it, yeah.
So, well, that was the motion for the lot line adjustment. Was that a combination of the lot line adjustment and the subdivision? Because we didn't mention the subdivision in that motion.
I
Oh,
And we had 2 items on the table.
No, we don't actually have a motion until the public hearings.
Yeah, we had to go, vote during the
Oh, okay.
public hearing, so I didn't know the public hearing.
Oh,
Yeah, so no official action has been taken at this point.
Okay. So we just have to repeat that.
Thanks, enough.
Now you have to open the record.
Okay, to open the regular meeting of the planning board, October 8th.
would you like me to confirm my motion?
Yes.
For the records, I'd like to make a motion that we accept this as presented by the applicant. It's taking a non-conforming pre-existing lot and making it a conforming lot for that zone.
Thank you, Art.
And I second.
And it also includes cutting off.
Are we including the subdivision in that motion?
Yes.
Separate.
No, well, did you put in 2 separate applications or one?
So,
One application.
There's 2?
There's a lot line adjustment between Crawford and Fulda, and there's a subdivision under Crawford.
Yeah, there's 2 applications.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want the,
Should be 2 motions, I guess.
the, yeah, you have the subdivision one. This is the lot line adjustment application.
Two different motions. Right.
Right.
One public hearing, I think.
Yeah, you addressed it, right?
Yeah, we're. Subdivision.
Was it the lot line adjustment doesn't need a public?
Right,
hearing.
the subdivision does, yes. But we still need 2 motions.
Right.
But,
Got it.
So the motion on the floor right now is
Well, so, yeah, they didn't.
Lot line adjustment.
lot line adjustment.
No, we have the lot line adjustment. This one will be for the subdivision.
Right, somebody's got to make a motion for that.
For the subdivision. We have the motion for the
For the
lot line adjustment.
All right,
Second.
Have we taken,
There's no
I will-
vote though.
Right, we didn't, yeah, we didn't take the vote yet. Okay, so we'll take the vote on that and then do the motion for the subdivision. Okay, Kathy Jordan,
yes.
Art Christie,
Yes.
John Horn,
yes.
Joanne Kell,
Yes.
Alan Shiner,
Yes.
Clifford Bapa.
Yes.
Okay, and then the motion for the subdivision.
I'll make a motion to approve the subdivision. Second.
Who was that? John?
John.
We'll take a roll call vote. Kathy Jordan,
Yes.
Art Christie,
Yes.
John Horn,
Yes.
Joanne Kell,
Yes.
Alan Shiner,
Yes.
Clifford Bapa.
Yes.
Now,
Oh, no, wait, the other one. No, I can do it. No, put this in there.
so we're all set with both.
Do you have that other application?
I'll give you the answer.
Casco Art Supplies sent me the wrong thing as far as the Mylar goes. So I'll have to bring the Mylar to the building department. Yes, yes, exactly. She can sign it at the end, right?
I need to have one of those.
If you want to sign it.
Yeah. Don't run out, Ken.
Okay, I need to be here after.
Okay.
Who's next? I don't have, do you want to send those here? We will do that next one. Public hearing.
Which one was that?
Wilson.
Wilson, okay.
Just couldn't do it, I tried.
Anyone have any communications?
Can you take over? Or do you want to-
Yes. Don't ask me twice.
Okay, you just pull that chair, huh? Do we have any,
Here, you sit up here and I'll go sit next to Tracy.
do we have any more mail that I haven't seen?
I do have 2 pieces of mail for you upstairs. I wasn't sure if you were coming because I couldn't get a hold of you. I think the one we just that we got, and I did put a copy of that list in with everything that I sent to Richard Olson, my master list that we got from, forget his name, the one that we got in the email for everybody for Crossroad, or the resort project. It was that master list of all the contacts of everyone involved. So I put a copy of that in with the rest of the stuff that I had forwarded to Richard Olson.
So then we're not, well, I guess we put it in the copy, but we need to be able to look at it. If everybody got a copy of all that mail we got.
It's a
concerning
lot.
Crossroads,
Do you want me to go grab it real quick?
yeah.
Do you want me to,
But you can pick out what you want and make copies of it.
do you want me to grab it real quick? Do you want me to grab it?
Yeah, probably should.
Was it public comment, Neil?
It was just, mail that we were getting copies of, and going back and forth between concerns.
No, it's not to us.
Yeah, we're on that list. Okay, continuing our regular meeting.
Thank you, board members, I appreciate everything.
You're welcome.
Nice to see you.
Have a good one, Jack.
So communications, that was mostly what it's been since last month, is explaining what DEC has produced. What I asked for our attorney, I asked our attorney if he would please.
Master list for yours, Alexander. And then this is another copy of that master list. And then this here is the package with another copy of the master list. So there's actually 3 copies here that this is what I sent to Richard Olson. I sent it certified. So this is the correspondence file. So if you guys want to just look through that. I wanted to ask Don, do you think that Richard Olson should be added to that list? Because if you do,
Yeah, he
I
is.
can email. Oh, I didn't see him on there.
No, he's not on this, but he is now, since we see that he's not on, we got him on.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what that is, then an updated one that we got in the mail.
I'll pass these down. I highlighted some of the things I went through, but it's basically organizations like the River Keepers and that are asking for more time to review. They were granted a little more time, but we also had DEC that has to weigh in on the environmental impact. They have some DEP permits that have to be approved. So even though it looks like we're close with the DEC, there's still some approval things that are going to take place with the DEP. I think as far as we're concerned, we should start thinking about, do we want to wait for the DEP decisions, or do we want to start to move ahead on what we're supposed to be doing? And that's the question I had sent to our attorney, because I see pros and cons in both ways. I mean, if we wait, we're going to have all our ducks in a row when it comes time for our review. If we start our review once we get some more information from the DEC, at least we will be giving the impression that we're moving forward, which I think is important for all those that are involved with this whole process. And I think it also might make the DEP move a little quicker too on their decisions if we're close to deciding on our finance on site plan. So it's up to the planning board. Like I say, I see both sides. I haven't really made up my mind yet, which is best, but.
Well, what are the negatives and the positives? What would be the negative aspect of starting? And what would be what would be the positive?
Well, starting without the DEP's input, which they're going to have some, it just means that we will have to take into consideration their input when it finally does arrive. Do we want to have that input before we even start to look at the whole process, or do we want to move ahead? So waiting for them, the pros on that would be just that we'd have all our ducks in a row. We would be more ready to just charge forward. But I'm thinking about, is it fair? I mean, it's been 14 years that these people and contractors and whatnot have been waiting, to give the impression that they have to wait months and years more. What does that do to the whole process? So do we want to move forward and say yes, we're moving forward with our site plan review? And the pros of that is just that. I mean, everybody will be start to get geared up more. And like I said, it seems logical that if everybody's just waiting on the DEP at that point, then they would move a little.
So there's no true harm in
No.
starting and moving forward.
No.
Well,
I think that if we started our review process, it would give them a more of an incentive to get their ducks in a row with the 14 years. So, that the planning board is ready to do, and whatever we review, we just have to incorporate whatever their thing is there. And we've already got all that other stuff behind us. So, I think it'd be a good idea.
now what's with this public comment? I read something about November 1st or something. It's open for public comment. I don't know. who they're gonna talk to.
I don't know if that's accurate.
Well, I know what I saw.
I think the DEC, certain personnel in the DEC have until November to make their comments. I'm not sure about it being a public thing, although from this mail we got, other people seem to think it is.
Well, I don't see any meetings scheduled or.
But to review the review, I mean, they can go on and on.
Well, I'll tell you, Don, probably in every one of those papers, everything that they're asking has already been addressed by the DEC. I'm sure of that. It's just constant. They just keep pushing it, just to push it back. It's out of control. And I think we should go ahead with our process.
What's your opinion, Alan? You have one?
I think we should go ahead. I mean, there are things that we may change we have to reconsider based on a change by the DEP, but we should start. We're not going to get it done if we don't start.
Right.
Another thing, time-wise, well, if we get into some type of or in a situation where we need some more information in order to determine the site plan, at least we'll be putting that waiting time in that same bracket of waiting time for the DEP. What I'm saying is if we waited for the DEP before we started, we might have a waiting period of our own even after that.
Right.
Well, talk about starting as if we're going to start in a couple of minutes, but I mean,
Right.
when we start, it's not gonna be
Well-
until after this November 1st.
From this, starting tomorrow, we can all start diving into our
it's like
regulations and
looking at
seeing
the plan.
what we want to ask and look for and that. Art, what's your opinion?
No, there's no question in my mind that we should start. You know, I mean, this is gonna be a long, involved process. You know, anytime we can get a bigger bite out of it, I think we should take advantage of that.
But we're not making decisions, we're just studying.
We're just reviewing, that's all.
We're not making snap decisions.
No.
No.
But we still have a lot of homework
Yeah,
for our
we're
test.
So we're not.
Joanne, you think we should? John?
Yes.
I agree as well, yeah, it's gonna be a process, we should.
So I'll get after our attorney and engineer to be here at our next regular meeting or workshop.
Workshop. Okay. And we had another applicant here, we should talk about this after.
Yeah, I will move old business and new business, other new business, until after we hear. And what's your name?
Melanie Squires.
And you're the owner of the,
My husband and I are the owner of the garage right now. We're trying to sell the garage. There's someone that's interested in buying the garage. He has a moving business based in Brooklyn and wants to use this building just as a way station and probably to use the existing billboard for signage and advertising. And that's it. He might occasionally park a truck there. He's told me not more than 2 trucks there at one time, and it would probably be inside the building. And if anything is stored in the building, it would only be maybe office supplies. And that's it. So nothing is really changing as far as the building. There's going to be no additions. Nothing is changing as far as the driveway. Nothing is changing as far as the signage. I mean, it's going to remain, if anything, what it has been for many, many years.
you're not going to put a sign up?
Well, there's a billboard now there with a really ugly for sale sign on it, so I'm not sure what would be better. I'd really like to sell it, so I'm sort of not sure why we need, respectfully, why we need a special use permit at this point. I really didn't even know that it was zoned residential until about a month ago. I mean, it's always been a business there.
And we had this discussion during our workshop meeting concerning it. The building has been there for a long time. It was there before zoning. The problem we have is it is a residential area. There was questions as to the businesses that were there before never actually came before the planning board with a site plan, so.
Right, and in our case, I have to say, we really didn't even know that it was a zone business. And frankly, nobody ever stopped there to see. There was no zoning officer that stopped there to say, you really should get a permit. Nothing was ever said, so it never even occurred to us. Because first there had been, that I knew of, Ulster Sanitation, and then there was, there's just been a business there all along, so it really was not even an issue in our minds.
So, as a planning board, we had to try to follow our regulations in order to keep some kind of organization to situations, because there's a lot of other situations in town that would be similar. So if we treat everybody the same way, then we got no problems. But if we tell you, well, yeah, just go ahead, then we got an issue with.
Go ahead with what though? I mean, it's not really changing anything, so I'm not really sure.
Well, it's a different business, right?
The problem is, and our code's actually pretty clear on this, that it's a non-conforming use right now. I'm not denying that it's always been that way. We're it can't be changed to a new non-conforming use. That's what our code says. We were asked, and that's the end.
Sure.
I mean, it's clear on it. I'm sorry, I mean, I'm not